Now,
So, we're going to be making a type of chorizo sausage today, and I hope you like chorizo because I know I do. And then I like to make loose chorizo, and then I like to make chorizo in casings. And this is kind of the way I've been doing. Is I take about 10 pounds of chopped pork and about 5 pounds of fat back off the hog, and then I run that through all that through the course. And I save about half of it, and I run the rest through the 3/8 plate, the smaller plate, and I keep part of it chopped bigger. And then I mix that with 5 pounds of ground beef. And you can get your chorizo. You can make your own chorizo. I mean, there's different kinds. There's the Spanish type, and then there's more of a Hispanic type of chorizo, Spanish type, or more of a Mexican type. And you can buy it online. You can make it yourself, how you want it, however you want to do it. And generally, if you buy it online or whatever you do, it gives you how much. And I just kind of guesstimate how much. So you put your seasoning in here, just kind of spread it around. And that's probably good. And then I like the spiciness of it, but I like linguiça, so it's a little bit sweeter. So I'm gonna mix the two and see what we come up with, and then we're gonna pack in the casings. We're gonna mix this together. We're gonna pack the casings, and then we're gonna let that rest, and then we're gonna smoke it. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna add, probably a cup or two of sweet red wine to this, and then we're gonna mix this all together, and then we'll pack it in the casings tomorrow. Alright, so we mixed it together, waited overnight, and then it's too thick to go through our little stuffer we've got. We've got a little manual stuffer, and it's too thick to go through there. So we mixed for roughly probably twice the amount that'll go in the stuffer. I mixed about a cup, probably more like two and a half cups of water. You just want it to where it's thin enough it'll go through the stuffer without just being a watery mess. Because otherwise it clogs up the stuffer, it won't stuff in the casing, and it'll blow your seal. So you add some water to it, mix it up real well. Refrigerate it for a while, it helps it. And then we're just going to take this and put it right in the stuffer, like this, and then we're going to put it in the casings. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure you get all the air out of it. You don't air in your sausage casings. And it's a fairly messy affair. I mean, I haven't really figured out a good way to do this. It's not messy. It seems like it's always going to be a big mess. So do the best you can. And then that's it. And then we're going to put it up here, and then we're going to put it in casings. Filled our stuffer full. And that's why it's really important to add some water to it, so that it makes, when you're stuffing, it comes through this tube easily. It's especially if you're using like a snack stick tube or something, because if not, it'll clog it up, and then it'll just jam up, and it'll just be a nightmare. So you can take some natural hog casings, you soak them. That's what this is, and then you stretch them over the top of your tube. And then I usually just, on this thing, I just use 2 turns of the handle. And you want to try to make sure not to have a whole bunch of air pockets in your casings. And we tie a knot in the end, and then every 2 cranks, we tie a piece of butcher's twine to separate them. And then when we're all done, and they're in this state, then I'll take them and I'll put them in the smoker. I'm going to hang them in the smoker. I'll show you later. And then we'll smoke them. We'll smoke them somewhere between 180 and 200 degrees, probably 4 to 6 hours, depending on, you know, if the fat starts to drip out of them too much, then I just stop. And so that's where we're at now. So the next stage is going to be the smoking. Well, just put the hung the sausage, chorizo sausage in the smokehouse. Now I gotta smoke it.